Oh, but I'm, oh, but I'm, oh, but if you got the love
If you
and
got
you
the
vibe time,
and you
you
vibe
fit with that vision, we will be fine, so come on. Ooh, come on.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes. Welcome to Family Affair in lockdown mode.
Who's in lockdown?
We're in lockdown again, man. Locked off everything.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we're back.
Oh.
We're back.
I'll take the
What's
notes.
that?
Lockdown. Everybody's still doing what they're doing anyway.
No, not in Germany. It's lockdown. Like
It's
before.
lockdown again, yeah.
Oh, I see that. But it hasn't been televised, has it? So we don't know what's going on in these different countries.
Yeah.
Unless you know somebody from them countries, they make it look like everybody's got this vaccine and going on about their daily routine. Obviously,
Yeah.
that is not the case.
Mm-hmm.
Makes it look like
And I
everyone's.
think, go on.
It makes it look like Germany's got everything going right, but actually,
Yeah.
it ain't like that, man.
It
Ain't like
ain't.
that. Ain't like that.
Well, what's everybody's thoughts on the Christmas arrangements?
What
Because
What's the
Christmas
Christmas arrangement?
We ain't got
What's
none.
the Christmas
We
arrangement?
ain't allowed to meet nobody.
No, well, in England, they've relaxed it for a week, where you're allowed to meet up to three different households, but in just for Christmas, and everybody knows this is going to spike the corona. So
It's not going to
You
spike
know.
no corona.
well, you
It
know,
ain't going
right?
to spike. You watch. It's not.
Because they're saying not everybody hasn't been mixing like that, but obviously the people who have, I don't think they'll be affected because they've obviously been carrying on with what they're doing. But the people who haven't, they're going to be the ones who I think will be hit the hardest, and that's how the cases will rise.
What
then they-
cases of what though, Travis? See, I'm confused. And
Of
where's
COVID?
Pudding?
Of COVID,
I'm here.
corona.
Oh, hello,
COVID.
darling. How are you?
I'm all right. Just chilling. I'm listening to Travis there.
Yeah. At least somebody's listening. Thanks, Pudding.
You're
I'm
right.
My girl's gone off in a tangent about how's everybody in my mid-flow.
Sorry, Travis. It's only because I'm no longer buying into this COVID bullshit, to be honest. I'm not buying into it because the proof was when the massive protests were going on. If it was really that pandemic, people would have been dropping dead in the street all over the place, and it didn't happen. So how come all of a sudden now, in flu season, everything's spiking again? I'm sorry, I'm not buying it anymore.
It's not that it's not that I'm concerned about. I'm concerned about not getting life back to how it was. Or better.
Life's never going to be back how it was.
No, I'm
Just take
sick
the
of.
vaccine.
Well, I'm sick of not being able to do my normal, you know what I mean? Normal living things like go to the cinema. I want to go
That's
to a
what the
restaurant,
vaccine's
stuff
for.
like that, and you can't.
That's what the vaccine's for.
No,
Because
Life's
there's
never
no
gonna be the
restrictions
same.
on that.
Has anybody told us what happens when you take the vaccine? Are you free to roam?
No, you're not allowed to do
No,
nothing.
because you have to have it every 6 months, isn't it? Yeah. So,
Oh,
who
that's a load
knows?
of rubbish. Oh my gosh.
That's what I
Ain't
mean.
even together.
Well, even though I know that you're not buying into the controversy, but
Yeah.
we'll be in lockdown again probably from January till when?
Yeah.
Feb, March.
Yeah,
something
Yeah.
I
like
think
that.
April, I think you're looking at a spring, early spring. Then
Yeah.
they'll be like, okay, now it's
Yeah.
safe to go out. It's got warm again. Maybe the excuse was
Yeah.
that when it gets warm, it'll go away.
Yeah.
And if it's cold again, it'll come back, just like the flu, just
Yeah.
like a cold,
Yeah.
just like everything else.
Yeah.
I ain't buying it. But you know what?
No, but there's that. But
Huh?
have you heard that the COVID is took on, it's mutated and become a harder strain, a different
my
kind of
Yeah, how
strain?
come? Wait,
That's
in
what
New
they're saying.
Zealand, they got rid of COVID. It came out in the news. They got rid of COVID in New Zealand. So what? Wait, so how come in Europe it's mutating into this hardcore new strain, but in New Zealand they just managed to eradicate it?
But
that's
thing.
definitely.
Did you not read the comment what that woman said? She specifically said that the doctors and nurses are not coming forward because they signed an agreement.
Yeah, you
So the
can't.
contract where they can't discuss it.
A gagging order.
The gagging order sort of thing. However, because she personally knows someone who works in there, it's not contagious. That's why you're not allowed to say anything. So they're up to mischief. It's not contagious. It once you sneeze and cough, that gets rid of it, and it's got to have a host to continue. So once it leaves the body, it's dead. So how are you catching it? You need to read exactly what she'd put. She'd broken it down. This COVID ain't the way they're saying it. They're up to something else. They're up to something, and we'll soon find out what it is. I reckon it's population control myself.
It's either that or they just want to take your attention away from Brexit. What
Something
hasn't
else, yeah.
actually happened yet.
Yeah, but not just Brexit.
Still.
They wouldn't do this for the whole world just because of Brexit.
Not
Yeah,
just
that's
because of
true.
Brexit. It's
That's
something
I think
else.
it's not only it's population
New
control.
world order.
Well, you
no.
saying that, right? The other day I was with one of my acquaintances, and he showed me a £20 note, and then as he folded it, the eye was on top of the building, and he says, "Look at this," and I goes, "Well, what does that mean?" He goes, "I don't know yet." And I goes,
Great.
"What do you mean you don't know yet? Then why are you asking me to look at this?" He says, "Oh, there's always signs in stuff. Because if you
Yeah.
fold the £20 note in half, the picture, the eye becomes on top of the tower, as if it's the all-seeing eye, like an Illuminati sign, sort of."
It's the hype
So
auras.
I'm
You know,
you know
just
what I mean?
all-
I wouldn't be
World order.
surprised. Get me? There's something going on, and they'll probably put subliminal signs in different things, but
Yeah.
only those who are actually in the circle will know what they mean.
Exactly.
In the
I reckon-
20s, weren't there like a coronavirus symbol? Like
Yes,
even
there was,
which I
yeah.
find it mad that the coronavirus actually looks like that. I'm guessing through scientists putting it on the little sheet through
Yeah.
the telescope, it looks like that. I'm only assuming it looks like that because of
Yeah.
how scientists have discovered it. Well, I'm sure I watched something at the beginning of lockdown where they were saying in the new £20 notes there's subliminal messages and
Yeah.
the COVID disease symbol was on it.
Yes,
So
it
I'm
was,
not
yeah.
sure. I've never queried. I don't think I remember having a £20 note. I haven't seen one for a while. So
This is what I'm saying.
Oh,
See that though, because nobody is messing with cash. The message is there, and you
Yeah.
can't see because you ain't got the money.
We're just
That's
making
all going in the
conspiracy
bank.
theories.
That's why it's
Guys,
becoming a cashless society.
Guys, we're making up conspiracy theories now. Let's not speculate. Let's just look and see what happens. And when we're at the gates of hell, when we're about to enter gates of hell, then we can.
We
pause
already
our
are at
war.
the gates of hell.
Yeah.
This is what we do.
That makes sense. We might as well not
Yeah.
speculate because people are going to tell us that it's wrong and that we're crazy and whatever. So let's not
Well,
speculate.
I'm talking of fact. Not
Yeah.
that I know what it's about. I'm just saying what I saw somebody do, and I was like, oh, I wonder what that means then.
Yeah.
One of them ones.
You
There's
know.
always a meaning behind everything. Every
Ex-
invention or idea, there's a meaning behind it.
Very true.
Probably.
You know what I mean? So
Probably.
one of them ones.
It's all
Anyway.
emotion.
Moving on.
Moving on quickly. Come on, El Stalio. Let's get to the one what we're all excited about.
Did I have to? Do I have to play that clip? Did you say?
You can say something on it and then play a little bit of clip. So,
Well, it's only a
everybody can-
short clip, isn't it?
Go on then.
This was
Let's-
played
let's-
on I'm gonna play for the
Was it GMTV?
Good morning show, whatever. I don't know.
Morning, yeah.
Okay, so it's a woman who was on there.
Yeah.
She thinks she's too beautiful to find love. So
I've
this
always
is basically
seen that.
Yeah.
yeah. I know. So we're gonna play a clip and
Why? In what way?
Various reasons. Number one, obviously, I'm a very attractive woman. Number two, I look
confidence.
very young. Number three, I'm very fun. And I'm not your typical 44-year-old woman of 4 children. So I'm finding that younger guys are messaging me, wanting to take me out, but they just want me because I'm hot. And then the older guys don't put any effort into themselves, but yet they want me to send them pictures of me looking good, and they want to look at my body. And then they say, okay, I'll go out with you. But even if they don't, they still want to go out with me because I look young for my age.
And what do your children say about this? Because you, like you said, you've got 4 children. You've got 24-year-old, 22-year-old, and 18-year-old twins. So they're adult children.
Yeah.
How do they feel about having a hot mum?
Well, they've had it all their life, obviously. I'm not one to say, but they feel like I need to maybe lower my standards.
Right.
And find someone that is the similar age as me and just settle down before they put me in a nursing home. But I'm saying no, because I have the advantage of looking good. So I want someone that I'm really attracted to, really connect with emotionally, and want to enjoy my second part of my life. So I'm not just going to settle because I'm 44 and I'm not being married.
Have any of their friends tried it on with you in the past?
Yep.
Oh, really?
I don't shout it from the rooftops, but they say, oh, do you want to go shopping? Do you need anything? I can pick your mum up from work. So they're not kind of straightly saying, I want to date your mum or your mum's hot, but their undertone is, wow, let me see if I can get in there and go and take her shopping or something.
Your previous partner said you should come with a warning sign.
Stay clear.
Yeah. In what way? What's the reason? Why
Because I don't take rubbish.
Yeah.
I don't take rubbish. So if I feel unhappy in a relationship, I'm going to say, I feel unhappy. We need to compromise.
Fair
we need
enough,
personal development. We need to grow. Just because I'm of a certain age, it doesn't mean I want to be sitting home watching TV 24/7.
Yeah.
I need excitement.
Yeah. But being in a relationship and dating, it's not all about looks. It's about personality as well.
Yeah.
I mean, you are a very confident woman. There's no question about that. It is going to be intimidating, and I've got to say, really rather unattractive for a man to hear almost say, to be that confident. I am gorgeous. I am hot. I am too good for you. Maybe that's why you're single.
No, I don't go and say I'm too good for you. But if I can see there can be some way to help themselves, whether it be health-wise, financially, anything in life, then I would be there to support them. But what I don't agree with is a guy that maybe could lose a few pounds, could do some exercise, could lead a healthier lifestyle and not do it.
There must
because
be
they've got
out
a
there,
woman.
though. There are loads of guys like that out there.
Yeah, but maybe I'm not attracting those type of guys.
So what is the perfect man then? What are you holding out for?
I'm not looking for Mr. Perfect, where I think everyone's got this slightly wrong. No one's perfect. I'm not perfect. I'm looking for a guy that is willing to work on himself and just understand what a woman's needs are. And
what are they?
Well, I need everything. I need the full package. I need to be stimulated in my mind. Every part of me needs to be feeling like a princess every day.
Oh my God, high maintenance.
I'll tell you enough.
That is high
Who wants to get in there
maintenance.
first? Go on.
I think I need to speak on this,
Go
definitely.
on then.
High maintenance is screaming.
Yeah.
She's so unattractive, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
There's a way to be confident which will attract people, but I think that's not it.
No.
She sounds more like she like I said, she sounds too high maintenance. Like you want I want a man who's gonna work on myself. What age group are you looking for? Because no money in their 40 plus is gonna work on themselves. They're happy with how they are in their 40s.
Yeah.
Unless they're looking for the young girls who are in their 20s, which you're not. At 44 and 4 kids, nobody's looking at you like that. You get me?
Exactly.
It's
You
too
know
late, honey.
what got me? You know what got me? The part where she says the younger guys want to take her shopping. No, they don't.
They want
They go to bed
experience.
with her.
That's
They
all they
want
want,
to go to bed
experience.
with her. They don't see her as a settling down material. They're going shopping. They've never said they fancied her. They want to take her shopping.
I'm thinking, that being said, her being the age that she is, and to me, she looks her age. She doesn't look younger
She
than.
does look 44.
Exactly. She does look her age. No disrespect, but she does.
She does.
I'm thinking, is she presenting herself in a way which is making guys think, oh, I want to just try. That's it.
That is exactly.
She could be. She could dress like her. She could dress like provocatively.
Yeah,
And
she
that's
could
what
be,
brings them on.
could be bringing them.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And obviously that's not really going to attract her own age group because
And
they're
you know,
thinking, what's going on here?
You know what her real problem is? There's something that she how she was bigging up herself. She's too good looking. She's too this. But guess what? There's something definitely wrong with her because she doesn't know how to pick a good man. Think about it. If you're that fantastic, why can't you pick a good man that you can stay?
You know what it is? It's because she's too busy singing her own praises to see any good man in front of her. Because she's too, you know what I mean? Her light's too bright.
Narcissistic.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it is narcissistic, definitely.
I think she's to me, she comes off very dominant.
Yeah,
I think in this
that
day
too,
and age,
and men don't really want that, do they?
Dominant men, women, she's probably too much in her masculine energy. She dresses sexy, but she's definitely too much in her man energy.
I know a lot of women like that, and they are single because they think they're deserving of a
And
man.
there's no real
Not every-
effort coming from them.
No, there isn't. You just think because I look good anyway, so I
Yeah, I
should
don't
be
have to
getting
do
anybody
nothing.
I want.
She just
You
needs
know
to
what I
turn
mean?
up, basically. That's how,
You know what I
she
mean?
probably
And guess
thinks.
what?
Then
Guess what's
again,
missing in all that? They're deluded too because they think they look good, but it's not because they look good. It's because they're probably easy.
but the
Not
thing is, you
saying
know what?
she is, but
The
they're
thing is,
probably easy.
you
So
know,
they think because they can get anyone that it's because they're good looking. It's not necessarily the case.
That's
Sometimes
true. That's
it's
true.
damn easy.
but
Yeah,
the
you
thing
are.
is, though, I'm gonna try and go on her side a little bit, and I think that what she says she offers is quite good, though. She wants, she keeps herself looking good, and she makes effort to be with
That's
a
her
guy.
opinion.
Yeah, I mean,
That's her opinion.
obviously you'd have to see this to believe it. But if she
Mm-hmm.
really offers what she said she offers, then she'd probably be a good potential partner. But obviously she's had, I don't know how her 4 kids came about, but somewhere along the line, it didn't really work out with, I'm guessing it's at least 2 different partners. So I'm wondering what was the issue there? Because any good woman,
You knew what the guy said. She'd come with a warning sign.
because when she's not happy, that woman, I can tell you what, when she's not happy, you're in trouble. You're absolutely in trouble. Look at the way she is. You can tell her energy. She's gonna make your life very difficult.
Yeah.
So I think she's very volatile.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I don't know. I think
that's how she comes across. She doesn't come across very. She should have been more humble.
Yeah.
And she was not humble. She was very big-headed. She reminded me a bit of what Katie Price, in her days of when she was paid
she's on top. Girl. Yeah, when she's on top.
Yeah, very when she was on top, when she thought she was it. I never thought she was it either. But because the way she carried herself and she got all these guys, she thought she was great when she really wasn't great. It was just because she was easy picking. Mm-hmm. And this is what a lot of women mix up. They think because they can get whatever they want, that they're great, they're gorgeous, and it's not always the case. It's because you're damn easy.
That's true.
Because she does not. You put her in front of loads of men, and I can guarantee not many of them are going to say she's attractive.
Yeah.
Then she's not the way she thinks she is.
No.
Well, I always think that her kids' side, like her kids speak on it, like it'd be interesting on what they actually.
Well, they did say she should lower the standards a bit, and I agree with that too. I think it's sometimes
I think she should, yeah.
It makes sense to say, okay, I'm not going to go for someone because she's obviously looking for someone. She's looking for a David Beckham Victoria moment.
She's got the mentality of a 20-year-old. Yeah. She has the mentality of a 20-year-old, so her mindset hasn't matured yet. So what she's looking for is highly unlikely to get. She's got to mature mentally, because if she matured mentally, she would be looking for a man in a similar age group who does already look, because there's a lot of men in their 40s, 50s, even 60s.
They still look good.
Really good.
But they'll want the 30-year-olds because they're looking good.
But she would fit for a 60-year-old. She'd be young thing.
Oh, yeah, for 60, yeah, definitely. But she's not going to want to do that, is she?
Yeah.
Because she's going to think she's too nice for that.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, mate, I deserve a 35-year-old with his 6-pack, his big car, his big job, his yards. He can go and look after me and my 4 kids. Yeah, my 4 teenagers.
But you know where she's she's competing against women who have the similar age, who probably have no children and have better jobs, and probably really do look better. She's got a lot she's competing against.
Yeah, the world's fierce, man.
Yeah, it's true. The new 40s is the new 30s now.
Yeah, she does need to lower her standards, definitely. Plus she needs to find some road, man, and be grateful.
Yeah. Well, that's what I thought.
All right, let's not go too far, roadman. She's probably already, and that's probably the issue. She probably already dealt with roadmen.
Yeah, she probably goes roadmen.
She's probably smart enough to deal with roadmen. Now she's thinking to herself, "No, I've had enough of this stuff. I want to get someone decent."
Yeah, but then she's probably one of them women, Astalia, who gets bored with the boring men, the nice men.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
And that's the ones who end up single.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I think her family is right. Her kids are right. Lower your standards, miss. I don't know what your name is, but if you're listening to the show, lower your standards.
No, the show's not good enough for her.
You'll be fine, man. You'll make it. All right.
No, it's nice to see a sister out there bigging herself up. Keep the confidence up, but honey, it looks like you better resign. Yeah, you got to resign yourself to probably being single long term, because you got like you said, that you have to be a bit more humble. Even if you think you are the most fantastic thing in the world. Don't tell anybody because
Yeah.
people just hate it. They actually
Yeah.
find that turns them off.
Well, yes,
and they
it
don't
does.
want to hear it. It's because it's too much self-love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you want to
won't
self-love,
have-
keep it to yourself. Do it in private.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
stand in front of the mirror like, I'm so beautiful.
You get
Yeah,
me?
I'm so
I'm so
beautiful.
gorgeous.
You
Yeah.
get me? You know,
talk to
behind closed
yourself.
doors.
Who, mirror,
then you
mirror
go
on the
out.
wall. Who is the
Yeah.
most gorgeous of them all? Oh, me. Oh.
Add to yourself, you are.
And that's why she needs to lower her standards. She can go out with a really ugly man, and then he'll be happy to have her. And
Yeah.
he'll treat her like a princess every day. They
Yeah.
don't want to keep her.
Yeah.
But she probably was the bummiest man on the road who's
Yeah.
got lots of girls running him down.
Yeah.
That I don't have to treat you like anything because I've got 10 a penny. All right. It's not rocket science. Really, truly. And that's why in life, when you see an ugly person with an attractive one, you say, how did he get her? That's the reason.
Yeah.
Because you burn your bridges and you have to lower your standards for what you want. You get me?
Oh, dear me.
Oh, God.
It did make me laugh because there was a lot of comments on that when
Was
it was
there? I'm
shared.
going to have to read them.
They were very negative towards
I was
her.
thinking the same
We
thing.
were quite mild, Pudding.
Really?
Yes, we were being quite mild. They were quite horrible.
Well, you know,
Oh, wow.
if you were, you know what always makes me laugh? When I see the comments and it's the American people doing the comments, because they'll say, oh, look at her old ass. And you think, what old ass? Can you see her ass? Is it old?
Yeah,
You get me? But look at her old ass. You get me? Old ass
colloquial.
bitch. Mind me, French. Stuff like that. You're like, yo, what's going on?
Yeah, you gotta like the Americans the way they speak. It's funny.
Please, old ass. Move your
Yeah.
old ass. I kick your old ass.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right. Let's move on. There's one more topic or a couple of topics. I don't know. Medea, please tell me your topic. You got one here.
Wasn't that? Did we do that one about why we think black men and black women don't get along in relationships?
I
Because
think we've covered a few.
did we cover that one? But I
certain
wanted
topics with
to
grammar.
be honest, the one I wanted to touch was the one that Al Stalio had in his podcast. Was it Tuesday or Wednesday?
Tuesday.
The one where the white women were basically slagging down black men, saying you were easy, and the rest of it.
Yeah.
You are. They are
Can you
though.
touch it a little bit? Can you touch it a little bit? Because I'd like to put my point on this one, Al Stalio.
Black men are easy. They are.
Oh, wait, no. All
You
men are
are?
easy. All men
Yeah,
are easy.
You are.
Yeah.
All
Fact.
men are easy. No,
They are
all men
easy.
are easy. Trust me. If a man's got an option to get some good stuff, he's gonna trust me. It doesn't matter who he is, whether he's black,
Yeah.
white, Chinese. He's gonna go and get it. All right. So obviously, if you listen to the podcast on Tuesday, I apologize. This UK gossip tip opened, or someone posted a private chat among 5 girls, and you know they're discussing about black guys, and it went something like this. I'm gonna not say the swear words, but you can imagine what it says.
Go on.
I'll F with a black guy, even date for a bit, but never marry. Next girl. Oh my God, same. I don't see the appeal. And then the next girl. Black guys would do anything for be with a white girl. It's kind of pathetic. You don't understand. OMG. Then explain.
They sounded like this. They sound nuts.
Of course,
They sound
it's like, come on, you can imagine what they
Yeah.
could do in it.
Imagine how it was said, yeah.
Then explain. They don't have any appeal. In fact, they're looking good. Ladies good looking. They're ladies good looking. What is that?
I'd like to know that myself.
They're looking good looking lately.
No,
Is it-
they're ladies good looking. That means they're probably the last. That's what I'm guessing. In fact, they're ladies good looking. That must mean we're the last ones who
Yeah,
look good.
yeah.
I don't know where they're coming from.
That's
I don't
enough,
know
Al
what you're
Stalio.
saying.
Right. My point on that was I listened good. And I think those girls should get a standing ovation.
Oh,
and the
no.
reason why I'm going to say this,
Oh no.
and I don't care who I offend, because this is what black men were saying about white women for men over 40 years. I'm going with the white woman because she's easy. They've always said it, and they let the women know they'd said it.
You know what?
So
I'm not.
to me,
No.
right? No. Listen,
That was that was probably your generation.
No. They've been saying it for a long time. They still say it today. Don't try. They do say it today.
Well,
You know what, Medea? I can back you.
However, there are some that are not deserving of what was said, because there are relationships such as yours, Alsalia, where you will be with a white girl through love. We're not talking about those type of people. We're probably talking about what you call the Nasi Niagadem. That's what you would call the
I think you're also talking about. I think these look. I think these girls are at a certain age. I think they're like mid. I was saying between they're young teenagers to about to early 20s, latest. I think at some point you realise.
How old do you think I was 40 years ago? This is when I was hearing it. They were that age then.
Yeah, but
and
look.
The men were saying that at that age then.
Easy. You know what? But the easy is a different. I think it's like easy is the wrong way to put it. The reason why I would say, if they say easy, I think they mean like, you know,
they're easy to get.
The life, no, it's not that they're easy to get. I think once you're with a white girl, to some extent, life might be a little bit easier because you don't expect to have the hustle and bustles of being with a black woman.
This is the reason why I'll tell you.
But not because
you just said that.
Hustle and bustles.
You know, yeah, but look.
The fact that you've just said that is the reason why.
No, but
that is the reason why they can say what they've said.
Yeah, but people think.
No. A lot of black men have put down black women for so long.
They do, you know. It's a shame.
They didn't want us for the reasons you're saying.
What I mean? Can I finish explaining?
I know what you're saying now, Sally. I'll let you get in there in a minute. You can have the floor in just a second. So the fact that white girls have beat you back on the backside, you need to own it and accept it.
What I'm saying is, I think
not necessarily you. But
I want to talk for the older guys. The older guys will probably yes, I'm gonna get myself a white girl because they're free up easy.
Yeah,
that's what they used to say back in your days. The guys today are probably more like, oh man, because remember, let's be honest. A lot of black girls try and live up to their Hollywood counterparts and try and act that way, and that's just these guys. I always say this is the inner city black girl. If you go out to a country black girl, they're completely different, and they're probably going to have a line outside the door of black men who want to be with them. Just as a white girl would, you know. So I think it's the same with these girls. These girls are talking about a certain type of guy. They're not talking about a guy like me.
I did say that.
They're talking about
look at you.
Hungry
Are you
dudes.
on GMTV?
No, I'm not trying to pick up myself. I'm not trying to pick up myself, but I've never. Look, I've had my days when I've probably gone and tried to holler at a girl at 3 o'clock in the morning. That was when I was young. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So there would have been talking about a younger version of me. Let's just say that I wouldn't do that now. So I know a younger version of me would do that, or a younger man would do that. Not even just a girl, a black guy, an Indian guy, Chinese guy, a white guy.
They will.
You know definitely. And it comes down to how attractive the girl is. Like these girls, you don't know how they look. If these girls look good, then they've got weight. But if they look rubbish, okay, then you're only gonna get a certain kind of guy. Another thing is black women, like I don't know back then. I don't know how it was because I wasn't alive back then.
Like,
but
the one on GMTV. No, I can see them. I'll give you a quick rundown. The black women back in my day were a lot more humble than the ones today. The ones today will rip you to shreds.
Mm-hmm.
A black woman would have married you and stayed there round the kitchen sink until the day she died.
Mm.
Yes, the letdown was she'd be miserable because that's her life.
Yeah. She's miserable because her man's never at home. He's out playing dominoes and drinking guineas.
Yeah, and
and messing with all these.
She'd be miserable.
All these baby
but
mums.
The black women back then were more humble. They were not like the black girls today. Will, as I said, they will rip you to shreds. They don't care. I'll tell you now, the black women. I'm sure there might have been a few, but back then they weren't looking at what trainers you wore or what car you wore. They were glad to have a man in the first place because men back then wanted to work and bring in the bread. I'm talking back in the day.
Oh yeah.
You know, they're not. But then they started to change. They got a bit. What's the word?
Westernized.
Yes, and then they started to. Yes, they wanted to do their dominoes, but then the bookies came along, and they wanted to do the bookies, and the pubs came along. They wanted to go in the pubs, and that's what spoiled them. You know, they became, you know, it was excitement, so they got caught up in that. And
thing
that's when
is-
the relationship started to get worse.
Can I read a little bit more of this?
Yeah, go on.
Okay, laugh out loud. Ask a white guy to come over at 3 a.m. and he'll say no.
He
Now ask
would.
a black guy to come over and he'll be there in a heartbeat. Then she says,
That's
black men
true.
would go above and beyond to please you because being with a white girl is to them a dream come true.
Some people are like that.
So
They
basically, they are easy. If I tell a black boy I want to pee in his mouth, he will let me. No way with a white guy. Black guys have low self-esteem and lovers. He's not using them. Now, wait there. First of all, I want to push back on a couple of these sentences.
Yeah, go on.
First of all,
Your breath smells like wee.
Sorry.
No.
Estelia's breath smells like wee.
Wait, can I explain something to you? First
Yeah,
of
go
all,
on.
no
Stop it.
girl, I'm gonna put that right on the table. No girl's ever weed in my mouth, ever will, never will.
I believe
I don't
you,
give a
son.
damn.
I believe that.
I'll never do that. Any man, first of all, will call home about 3 o'clock in the morning, depending on how. If the girl looks like
She's
a
hot.
prime
bitch.
Megan Fox, I don't care
He's
who it
only
is.
going to be horny. He'll
I
go
don't-
out at
yeah,
3 o'clock.
I
Of
don't
course
care
he
if it's
will.
James Taylor.
That's
I
why
don't
there's
care.
prostitutes.
Trust me, it's going 3 o'clock in the morning, and like I said, go to Thailand if you want to go and see the true nature of the, let's say, the white male.
You
'cause
get
let's
me?
take the white girl. Then you're gonna go to Thailand. Go to Thailand.
No black people in
men,
Thailand.
okay. Another thing, yeah, there's black people in a couple. The
only
Thai people are
couple.
black. The black people are Thai. The Thais are
Yeah,
black.
That's true. That's true.
Look, they're darker than me and you.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway,
Fair talk.
black men will go
Well-
above and beyond to please you because being with a white girl is a dream come true. You know what? This statement here is probably the most positive of all of them, simply because that's what you should be trying to get. Is a guy who's going to try and please you above and beyond. That is not negative. That's a good thing. And
That's a good thing.
and look, my dream is not to be. I'm with a white girl, but my dream wasn't to be with a white girl. You know, that was what I was indoctrinated with, and ended up with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true. You know,
It could have went. It could have went anyway. It could have went anyway.
It's true,
Actually,
it's
if
true.
if the right black girl would have came along,
Yeah,
I just
you
didn't
would
put
always
myself in.
choose you.
Listen, if I would have
Yeah.
went to Brazil before I met my wife, I would be with a black. 100% would be with a black
Yeah.
girl right now.
I think you
100%.
would.
I would have
I
married a
think-
Brazilian girl, or that would have been it. But the thing is, I didn't end up in Brazil before, and I met a lovely white lady while I was in Germany, and that's why I'm married to her now.
Yeah, it's
So-
true. Circumstances and what you
It is circumstances.
your surroundings is because
me.
if you could in life choose who you wanted, believe me, you probably would always go for your own colour first, and then you would choose
It's
the
nothing to
best
do
of
with
your.
colour. It's
Right
nothing to
there,
do
let
with
me
colour.
say. Well, you remember at the end of the day, your colour represents your culture and where you're coming from. So you're gonna look.
And she doesn't
if you
mean
could-
that in a racist way
No,
either.
that's what I mean. No, I don't. I mean, like a woman who can cook the food you like. You get me? What you're used to having. You just sort of take the reins from your mum, but he's bum and he's black as well. Well, mixed race, either of those. You get me? Those will always be your priority before going to a different race. But then if you do meet somebody of a different race and they tick all your boxes, I don't see why you should say no. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in circumstances, you probably would stay within your own colour, to be fair. If you in them areas as well, if you got the opportunity. Because there's no use trying to stay to your own colour if you don't live in an area where you've got access to your own colour.
Exactly. And being if you're
Not gonna
black
happen.
and raised in England, the likelihood of you having out of race person as a partner is very high.
It's going to be higher.
Very high.
Yeah, it's
very
gonna be
high.
higher.
You can
'Cause
try
you're
and
in
find
England.
the one black girl. The only people who could might do it, and I don't know. Actually, I do know how to do it. Is Asian people, and that's because they meet people online. Chinese people, I mean, they meet people online from China and then bring them over.
Yeah.
That's how it is. They get the people who are coming from their country who are doing maybe a internship or something, or an apprenticeship,
some kind of university thing, yeah.
study. Then they meet them already when they're in China, and then they get together when they're in England. That's why they always stay together. They keep it in the community. That's why they
they
never
do.
really ever date outside their race.
Yeah.
You know.
You see all the time.
So how did they manage to that show 90 days?
What 90 days?
90 days.
What are you talking about?
Help me here.
What 90 days?
The 90 days. I don't know.
Is there one
I've lost
swipe?
that one myself, my day.
Did one Asian person like what do you call it? went off the path. What's the word? Swayed.
Yeah, decided to go on another.
Yeah.
And you put this as the general.
That wasn't love, though. That was mainly for
just
status or
No, it's
finances.
for entertainment purposes.
Yeah, that as well. Probably a bit of fame, maybe.
What I want to say anyway, because there was another video of this white girl. Actually, I'll play that too. Do we have time?
Yes, we do.
There was another video that actually played up, and this woman, and I was vexed about this as well. Hold on, I'll try to play it on the other podcast, but it didn't work, so I can just play it here.
Let's see if we can hear what it is.
I just need to find it. Give me a second. Oh yeah, welcome to the Family Affair podcast, by the way. We got Medea. Yeah, we got Travesty, we got Pudding, and I'm your
It's
boy.
fine.
Yo.
We just got straight into it.
Yeah. Go on.
I need to find myself. Oh, because my phone changed all my names, you know. Yeah. Okay, so this couple here, I don't know why this fool would put this up.
If you grow up as a white girl,
yes,
and you get attention from black guys,
yes,
in my experience and all the other white girls that I know,
mm-hmm.
we don't think that getting attention from black guys gives you a status of some sort. If you get attention from the white guys, you do have the status more than if you get attention from black guys.
As a man, I'm going to have to respectfully disagree with that.
Well, as a woman who gets attention and who grew up in a white culture more than a black culture, I'm going to tell you that getting attention from black guys is not a badge of honor if you're white.
That is America.
Okay.
And
I don't rate anything that comes from America because they already look down on black people anyway. So they would never say anything positive.
Yeah, they would never.
Regards to black people.
It's like they've got a free range for racism in America.
Yeah.
So we don't want to know nothing from you Americans because you are a load of crap anyway. You just
that's your opinion, by the way.
Yeah.
I like Americans.
Just like she just had her opinion, I'm having mine too.
I think what I would say is if one of these basketball players walked in who was black, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Status and money though.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you know any athlete who's black,
always goes
show
to the white
these
guys.
girls attention. Yeah, always show these girls attention who were saying, "Oh yeah, we don't think it's but trust me, they would be there.
Of course they would.
Take him over
money.
Trailer Trash Charlie every day. Believe me,
Yeah.
traded. So all is we don't think that it's any it's not status. No,
she's status, honey.
I don't believe that even from normal guys. If you got an athletic guy in high school, even in America, and he's doing really well, trust me,
they're the first eggs. You're not
we're all talking about. I think the thing is, I think it's always about. Well, I don't know. Like I said, we can't speak about America because America's got a different level of racism or segregation. But I always feel like, like you got the men in America, and I've lost my chain of thought. I can't believe
you got the men in America, and they're all looked on above as slaves.
No. That's not what I wanted to say. Well, thanks anyway. I want to try and remember what I was going to say. You got the men who are athletic and like the jocks and stuff. You got these guys who do all these sports, and trust me, when the girls see these guys, it doesn't matter what color they are. They want to go straight to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The only guys they're talking about these people now on this last video, and even the girls who were cussing out black men are the lowest of the low black men among us. Roadmen. Yeah. I don't want to be friends with these guys, and I'm black. I don't want to be friends because they don't give me no status either. They just bring me down to their level. I'm going to end up in prison if I hang around with these guys.
Roadman, Weissman. That's the type of men I'm talking about.
Once you got an education, while upstanding, well-represented black guy, he's going to come and talk with real English and is respectable. It doesn't matter what color you are, man. You're going to find him attractive and like him. So I don't see where this argument comes from. That these black guys, yeah, I don't know, man. And just to finish up the show, I got a white wife, but believe me, it ain't a dream come true to be with her or any white person. Just so you know. Just so you know. No, just in case they think because she's white. It's a dream come true because she's a great girl, but nothing to do because of the way she looks, the color she is. The dream come true, man. That was the worst statement I ever heard, man.
You're gonna find these people on Facebook and cuss them out, innit? You're gonna do that. Actually, bring them onto the show. Find them and bring them onto the show.
Yeah, so we can have a go.
Look at me, jokers.
Dream come true, man. Anyway,
joke.
I don't know, man. Yeah, let's play the music.
I'm still laughing.
I can't take this, man. Can't take these people.
Oh, goodness me.
Anyway, thanks guys for being on the show. Let's go around the table as usual. Pudding said nothing this week, so Pudding, you start.
I'll actually agree with you this week. Actually, I did say barely anything.
I know what it was. It's too controversial for you. You're like the Nigel of the Black Office podcast. You're trying to keep out of it so it doesn't look bad on you. Yeah, I get you guys.
I'm trying to get over whatever it is of contracting over the week, man. Remember when I told you last week about the cold? I was literally ill in bed. Did you get my voice back today?
See, did you get a test?
No, I'm not getting a test.
Why do you need to
get a test? No, wait there. I wish somebody would get a test so then I can get 2 weeks off work.
Yeah,
nobody's doing it. God's sake.
I know it's cold and flu. Listen, I work.
You don't know. You're not a doctor.
Listen,
she
I
knows though. She knows her own body.
And she said it's just a cold and flu that's going around. I can still taste my food, my pepper and onions and stuff, and my sweet and sour. I can still taste it.
You've been in bed, but you can cook.
And you can breathe.
Yeah.
I can breathe. I haven't been coughing. It's just that this is how I am. I'm not like you, Alstalio. When I get sick, that's it. I'm down, man. I'm waving that flag. I'm going down.
Joker.
All right. Is that your message?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, because I was I knew you was gonna say something. That's why I was just thought, let me just save my voice to cuss.
Yeah. Medea, you got something?
I just want to say to all those women and men that are over egotistical and over love themselves, get a grip, look in the mirror, and become more humble. And maybe somebody might have time to love you.
Travesty?
I agree with what Medea says, but continuing on that, I would say it's nice to love yourself, but don't do it until you've become narcissistic and you're offending everybody around you who tries to love you.
Yeah.
And everybody try and stay safe and blessed over this Christmas period. Obviously next week's Christmas. And it's fantastic because it's nearly the end of 2020, which I don't really appreciate that it even got started, to be fair. So I'm hoping that everybody has a fantastic 21.
Yeah. And I always say, it doesn't matter what colour you are, humans are humans, humans love each other, and all humans are equally disgusting or beautiful or nice or whatever, or clean or dirty. So it's not really down to race or anything like this. That's all irrelevant at the end of the day. Love goes across all colours and borders and whatever. So,
agreed.
Yeah. Cut it out, man. Cut it out, everyone.
Yeah. Okay.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Nighty night. We will be fine.